Obsession is an unsettling psychological horror film directed by Curry Baker that explores a dangerous line between love and obsession. Built around a supernatural premise of breaking a one wish willow, the film follows a man named Bear whose desperate wish for romance leads him down a dark path with devastating consequences. While the film certainly contains horror elements, its greatest strength comes from its ability to make the audience question Bear's actions. The further the story progresses, the more uncomfortable it becomes to watch his decisions unfold. Thematically, we get to see someone being utterly obsessed with another, and we see the horrors that can result from that. While the film never explicitly addresses it, obsession can be read as a commentary on modern loneliness, particularly among young men. Bear is isolated with his own feelings, unable to voice them despite having every opportunity to do so in a healthy way. In that sense, the film really reflects conversations that have become increasingly common in recent years regarding male loneliness and specifically social isolation. Rather than examining those issues directly, Obsession allows us as the audience to explore what can happen when loneliness and not being able to express yourself evolves into entitlement and obsession. Bear, at various moments in this movie, convinces himself that his feelings justify his actions, and the horrors that come from watching his mindset spiral further and further out of his control. On the flip side, the film also presents a male character who is easy to sympathize with at first. It's within Bear's insecurities, his fears and struggles with vulnerability, being a closed book, so to speak, are all relatable to what it means to be human. The best horror films aren't the bloody ones, the over-the-top, nonsensical ones, or the demonic possession ones. It's the ones that hit a little too close to home, and the ones that are simplistic yet relatable. It's in this relatability that makes Bear's transformation all the more disturbing. It's only later, and arguably after the first initial act, that we as the general audience are meant to conflict with our initial views of him. The literal magic in this film, the breaking of the One Wish Willow and its origins, are left obscured, and I would say that it plays to the film's benefit. That is because the logic and reasoning presented, as obscure as its origins can be, remain simplistic, and the characters who come into contact with the film's supernatural elements react accordingly. They don't break the logic established in the film. What makes the One Wish Willow particularly interesting is that it does not appear to be inherently evil. The film suggests that the true danger lies not with the willow itself, but within the desires of those who use it. The breaking of the willow merely grants what is asked of it. The horror emerges from the wishes people make and the consequences they are willing to accept in pursuit of those desires. The acting across the board is excellent and deserves recognition, but the standout performance comes from the actress portraying Nikki. As the woman of Bear's own personal obsession, she delivers a performance that is both captivating and completely unsettling. She possesses an uncanny ability to shift between being sad at one moment, happy the next, while being able to deliver a performance that is a clear standout in this film. And by the time the movie ended, I found myself wanting to see other stories involving people who had broken their own One Wish Willows and the consequences that followed, if any. I wanted to know what other wishes had been made, what other lives had been affected, and what other horrors might emerge from entirely different desires. In the end, I think that speaks to the strengths of this film's ending and the many possibilities it does truly establish. While the ending certainly isn't a happy one, it's effective because it leaves the audience wanting more. It stirs our imagination on where the stories could potentially go. More importantly, Obsession serves as a reminder that horror films do not need to be these high-budgeted films filled with excessive gore or a confusing evil to be effective. Sometimes the most unsettling horrors comes from simple ideas, simply executed well. As always, thanks for watching. Please let me know what you liked or disliked about Obsession in the comments below, and let me know what other films coming out you'd like me to talk about next. Until next time, this has been Film Sense with Brian, and I'll catch you around on the next video.